sometimes it's hard to realize that we create or recreate the same scenario again and again.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I went through that. And my family originally from Croatia.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So a lot in the history, in the generational history was a lot of conflict. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had to work through that. Some of those things were still ingrained and I grew up with them. But I decided I was going to change all that. I
Mm-hmm.
got very curious as to why are these things showing up? What this man seems okay. Why is this happening to me? What am I doing or what do I need to know? And the perfect teachers came. It's been a beautiful journey. And I'm
Yeah.
so grateful to be where I am right now.
Yes.
So grateful. I get chills just saying that because it's
I love it.
everything. It has
Yeah.
changed everything.
Yes.
So that's why I speak to divine intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
and it's in evolved divine wisdom, um, so we can break free of a lot of those old generational patterns
Yeah.
and paradigms.
Especially at the beginning, there are so many beautiful and magical sharing that sometimes it's not on record. And I say, oh,
Oh, I missed it. Yeah.
we missed it. But yes,
So, are
so
you in the U.S. or are you
no,
out?
no,
Oh, okay.
I'm in Spain,
Okay. Wow. Nice.
Barcelona in Spain.
Yeah, I've
Yes,
never been. That sounds great. I mean,
yes.
I
So
have
I'm
some
here.
friends that live out that way, but I've been to Europe, but never to Spain. So
Mm. So one day you
awesome.
come to Barcelona. I'm not in Barcelona, but next to Barcelona. So you know.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I loved your words um, when you were writing your message on
Mm.
LinkedIn.
Mm.
So it intrigued me, and I'm happy that we're connecting here. We get a chance to talk.
Me too.
Um, I believe that your work now, you have a leadership circle now, is that correct?
Yes, yes. I have a
And
leadership circle.
it's going well for you?
Yeah, it's for now it's a digest. I write there
Oh,
only.
right. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
but the idea is that soon we might do something with it. No, whatever the
Uh-huh.
heart tells tells us to do or me to do. No, and I'm yeah. Lately, I'm feeling maybe it's nice to have a conversation to just call in for a conversation and for us to
Yeah,
just share and co-create as many as we are and enjoy
absolutely.
that. No.
Absolutely. I understand what you're doing there, and you decided to expand into a different venue, which is always good. We're always expanding.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, I have an online, I call it the Conscious Creator Community,
Mm-hmm.
where I invite people and we share higher wisdom, evolved wisdom.
Yeah.
I believe a lot of the wisdom that is out there is misinterpreted,
Yeah.
and it's you know good to really understand who we are and what we can accomplish and why we're here and the nature of reality and just these beautiful, beautiful things. I mean, so many are very stressed and
Mm-hmm.
worried, right,
Mm-hmm.
about the future. And
Mm-hmm.
I understand it, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not
Me too.
necessary. So
No.
I,
No.
I love I love to be inspiring. So that's one of my big things. I'm now doing more speaking. I'm reaching out all across the country to do more speaking because, well, I have a beautiful connection. I mean, people call it intuition. I
Mm-hmm.
suppose that's where it started. Um, when I was very young, I could feel and see things very easily,
Yeah.
and it's developed over time. I had a great connection with my parents, and they're gone, but
Mm-hmm.
they still communicate with me.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
I can feel them very easily, and I have guides who I even know their names.
Oh,
So
wow. Wow.
it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And it started as your intuition, and how I can just tell different things. And then it evolved into this divine like connection with guides, and it started with my parents,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Okay.
now it's more I can channel. I
Yeah, yeah,
channel it.
yeah.
I'm
Wow.
sure you probably do too, right? I
Mm.
mean, I created a newsletter, but I'm starting it back up again.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
yeah, but anyway, I want to hear about you
No,
too.
one thing I have to tell you from the
Yes,
beginning is that
yes.
you have a beautiful heart. I
Thank
really
you.
feel it as you're talking, and also when we just started,
Yeah.
as you were talking, I just feel your heart. That it is such a beautiful heart. Thank you so much for that.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you. I
Really,
appreciate that. I
really.
really do. I really look forward to connecting with more people who show up authentic, show up with their hearts, the
Mm.
heart first, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
True.
See, I began as a hypnotherapist, and
Mm.
so I learned about the mind, and I learned about the power of the mind. But then that evolved to, wow, okay, well, the mind is in this world of duality. Do you understand
Yes,
duality?
yes.
Yeah. So we have, everything the mind thinks is positive, there's an opposite.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you have to be careful of the ego mind.
Yes.
And when you start coming more from the heart, from the intuition, from your higher connection, you can watch the mind, watch that part of
Yes.
yourself. Ah, yes, I see that. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to
You
go this
observe,
way.
no? You observe what it's thinking, but
Yes,
you observe
beautiful.
it from somewhere else, no? And you see how it's
Yeah.
playing, but you feel it. You know things that are not here. No? They come from that.
Well, I can tell you have a beautiful heart too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for that.
No,
Thank
no,
you.
thank you. No, no.
Um, you know, in the beginning, I suppose it was misinterpreted. Um, you know, you have to show up and be the man, and it was misinterpreted in the beginning. Um, a lot of people didn't understand,
No,
who I
no.
really am.
Yes,
So,
yes. I think
yeah,
it's now it's I think in the last years we've been seeing the change. No, we've been because I've been always someone open-hearted. No, but I
yes,
always came across, for instance, at work before in the work I had before, it's like, Jeannette, don't be such a mom with your team. No, don't be. And I was saying, well, no, it's not a mom. I'm just being open-hearted, and I care about them, and I want them to grow. So I talk through who I am. No, but I was
sure,
pushed down, and I was feeling, and and also you see it in social media, so now that or writing, sometimes write an email, and I sometimes write love you, no? And people,
yes,
I remember when I had the community, Positive Impact Movement, the community, um, someone said once, Jeannette, at the beginning, it was strange that you just said love you in an email. But now we understand what it is, because
good,
now we also are like that.
yes, and I understand. I resonate with what you're saying
Yeah,
because if I get on social media and I say something, oh, love that, or put a heart on there, and
yeah,
sometimes they think, oh,
yeah.
no, it's not like that.
Mm-mm. No, it's not like that. But
But yeah,
at that time, I said I don't care. I just
yeah,
am, and then they can think I just gave my love, and that's okay. If they have issues with that, they have issues with that. I gave it. You know.
that's beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, you own who you are. Good for you.
Yeah. Well,
That's
took
that's
a while.
powerful.
It took a
Powerful.
while.
Beautiful.
Yeah, took a
And I
while.
like your laugh too. Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice laugh.
Thank you,
Okay.
Michael.
So yes, this is amazing to meet someone like you. Yeah, it's
The same.
yeah, I know some people and we've had different connections, and I think it's time now, right? Where
Mhm.
this information comes out in beautiful ways. So
Yes.
very good. So do you have a podcast that you do all the time?
Yes.
Oh, you
Well,
do?
well, you are now in this podcast,
Oh, I
which is
am. I didn't know that.
it's this
Hi
co-creation
there.
of conversations. No, it's
Okay.
the co-creation of conversations that we are,
Yeah.
well, always if you like to share it, no, afterwards. But the idea is to just show up as who we are and have a conversation, heart to heart, open-hearted.
Yes.
And then so many beautiful things come up like now. And I shared that in a podcast, which is called the Leadership Circle. No, because
Good.
for me, leadership is really mm, being open-hearted, being the guru for yourself, no, the self leadership, and being the change you want to see in the world. And through that, through the living from the inside out, you are really changing the world. No, you are
Hmm.
positively impacting the world. And it's about love that we were talking now. And actually, we have both a red shirt. It's so nice today.
Red's a
It's
good color.
yeah, it's it's about love, uniqueness, and co-creation.
Yes.
No, because it's when we are love, when we are who we truly are, we are unique. No one, well, actually, we are always unique, but we don't let it shine through. No,
Hmm.
and we let it shine through when we open the heart. And when we open the heart and we are uniqueness, we are also co-creation because we respect and value and love our wholeness, and we respect and value and love the wholeness of the other person. And we live in the moment, in the now. And as we live in the now, we're not looking forward. We're here, and so we are co-creating whatever comes.
Right. It's very important too because, well, I work for the airlines. I was an engineer, and so much in my mind all the
Mm-hmm.
time. You know, very intellectual, very intelligent. So
Yeah.
um, it was so nice because I would have conversations with people, and I wasn't really there. I was already anticipating what I
Mm-hmm.
was going to
Mm-hmm.
say to them, and
Yes.
now things flow beautifully. So
Yes.
you learn to I don't like the word control, but
Mm.
watch
Uncontrolled.
your overactive mind. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
To let
And
it
and
reside.
stay in the moment. Stay
Yes.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can
That's
relate
really
with you
good.
because I'm a systems engineer.
Oh, were you really? Yeah,
Uh,
I was for the airlines.
mm,
Yeah, I worked for one of the big airlines here in the US for a long time. Yeah.
mhm.
But I left early. I left early. It was time for me to expand.
Yeah, that's so nice. I
Hmm.
still work in IT.
You did?
I still, I'm
Oh, you
working.
still do?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
good.
have a team
Good,
of
good.
a beautiful team of 20 people. And
Wow, very nice.
yes, and I love it. I love them.
Nice.
um, because, well, I can see them and grow them and help them and support them so that they yeah, expand also there. We can
Yes.
expand everywhere because if we
Do
are who we
they
are,
uh,
we expand.
do they assist you with this business you have here?
If they know it.
Do they assist you? Do
No,
they
no,
assist?
it's me.
No.
No, no,
Okay.
no. They
Okay.
work it's in IT systems.
Huh.
And
Okay.
no, I here it's me with the podcast and the leadership circle, and I'm co-creating with you all. No,
Yes,
I'm not doing
nice.
it on the side.
So the leadership circle is also the podcast, besides the
Yeah.
writing. It's
Yes.
also the podcast. So,
Yes.
okay.
I
Sure.
gave it the same name. I didn't complicate myself.
Right.
Plus, because it's leadership circle podcast and the leadership circle digest, no, and usually and some conversations are also putting in the digest. So at the end, everything is connected. No, I'm everything.
Yes.
So because it's created through me. So yes,
Everything is connected. You
yes.
are correct. That whole idea. Well, I've also done the Course in Miracles. Have you ever heard of that
Yes,
course?
yes.
Yeah.
I've done it.
So,
I've read it many years ago. Yeah.
and I trained with some masters at the time. They were all in Hawaii. Now they're back on the mainland, but amazing trainings and that whole theory of separation
Mm-hmm.
uh, that we're I mean we're separate from God, we're
Yeah.
separate from all that is, we're separate from everyone. That's a whole mind thing too. That's all in the mind. So
Yes.
yeah, so it's good.
Yes. It's all in the mind because the other thing that happens with these conversations, no, is that there is a lot of, well, a lot, no, there's connection. There's I connect with you heart to heart, and there is a connection. It's me. I'm in the U.S. with you at the end. You know, you
Sure.
are with me here in Spain. So because the where we are, it doesn't matter.
Mm. Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's correct. I can connect it if I send you some beautiful energy and you're halfway around the world, you will know it.
Yes, I will get it. I will get it. And it's
Yeah,
like
it's
like
amazing.
yes, and like I was saying before, no, you have a beautiful heart. It's not that I see it;
Mm,
it's that I feel it.
yes. Yes. And that's important today. It's
Yeah.
important to feel more and think less.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Limit ourselves less, no, with the things.
So, do you teach? I mean, do you coach people or do you speak at all or anything like that? I mean, I'm just curious. Do you get out? Do you like to teach? Say evolved wisdom or create groups that you can teach? Do you still do that?
I had While I had the community, I had 3 years.
Uh-huh.
It was during the COVID, and we were there learning to be in the now and co-creating. No, we said, let's I don't know, create a program about something. They were saying, Jeannette, but how do we structure it?" No, we don't structure. We just let's here define who is with whom, and we then based on that, we every day someone does a session, the next day the other one build upon the session. So we learn to really co-create and be in the now and have conversations and listen from the heart, all those things. But one day I felt I have I was a community manager and not anymore. Um, I didn't want it to be a community, closed community. So I opened it up. I said there it should be a
Yes.
movement. So I closed the community.
Good.
And that's when I started the leadership circle. But I mentoring at work, my team, but I haven't mentored. Yeah, I haven't done it yet.
Yes. Well, still plenty of time.
Yes, yes.
I um I find it very interesting to inspire people. So
Mm-hmm.
I had a office practice that I worked in the office for quite a few years. And then I started in Chicago and then moved around a little bit. And today I just love to travel. So I love to do charity work sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Mm-hmm.
travel to far off places and just talk to the children,
Yes,
on a
yes,
different level, but
yeah,
you're communicating with your heart. They feel that.
yes,
Um, and the people who don't, they don't have this information. So it's great to allow them to see and feel. Um, you can call it their own power, their own beauty, their own
mm-hmm,
ability
mm-hmm,
to shift their world and their experience, which is really important.
yes,
Sometimes it's hard to realize that we create or recreate the same scenario again and again.
yes,
And
yes,
I went through that. And my family originally from Croatia.
mm-hmm,
So a lot in the history, in the generational history, was a lot of conflict. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
And I had to work through that. Some of those things were still ingrained, and I grew up with them. But I decided I was going to change all that. I
mm-hmm,
got very curious as to why are these things showing up? What this man seems okay. Why is this happening to me? What am I doing, or what do I need to know? And the perfect teachers came. It's been a beautiful journey. And I'm so grateful,
yeah,
so grateful to be where I am right now.
yes.
So grateful. Oh, I get chills just saying that because it's changed
I love it.
everything. It has
Yeah,
changed everything.
yes,
So that's why I speak to divine intelligence,
mm-hmm,
and it's in evolved divine wisdom, so we can break free of a lot of those old generational patterns
yeah,
and paradigms. That's it's a major change, a major shift in life than what we experience. And then, I help people with their mindset. I know how to do different hypnosis processes, very simple, just something to change a perspective really quickly.
ah,
So that's
nice.
really nice. And then traveling and speaking, I mean, life doesn't get any better than that.
Yes, that's lovely. I've been, mm, some point in time, I've been feeling that now that I would love or maybe in the future, I'll go into public speaking. No, but
Yeah.
when the time says it, I don't know. For now, I've been feeling this conversations, no, and I really don't know where these conversations are going to lead me.
Mhm.
But I know they will expand.
Oh, yes.
So so
Yes. Uh, a woman with an energy like you're constantly expanding, constantly. I
mm,
I can see that. Yes. Good for you.
thank you.
Um, so how long were you raised in Spain? I'm curious. You've
No,
always been in Spain? No?
no, I'm an earthling. I'm from the earth.
So you bounce all over.
Yes, yes, yes. I have. I was born in Venezuela, but my mom is Cuban. My father was Swiss German. They met there.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom exiled from Cuba. My father, because of work, he was in South America many times, and
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
working there in South America. And they met, but before I was 1 year old, we moved to Italy. So
Italy. Yeah.
Italy, yes,
Yeah.
until I was 7. We lived in Italy. For me, it's my Italian. Italy is in my heart because it's my first language, and I
Mm,
just love it a lot. And from there, Switzerland, and from there, Venezuela, German school,
mm,
and then I finished when finished studying. I went to university there. I started working in systems. I've been in Puerto Rico, in Colombia, Venezuela, and then I moved to New York, 4 years in United Nations.
Ah.
Yes. And from there, um, I moved to Barcelona. But in Barcelona, the first years I was traveling about every week. I was traveling to London.
Mm.
So, so I've
For
been
work? For
for
work?
work, for work.
Yes. Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, I've been a traveler.
So yes, you are a traveler. Yes, I've been in Germany and Austria.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've also been in the military, and that's
Mm,
part of where I spent my
mm,
time.
mm,
But yes, Belgium, Germany, Austria.
mm,
So I've never been to South America. I've been
mm.
to Costa Rica and
Nice.
few of the um, they're the smaller countries,
Yeah.
Belize, yes.
Mm, yes.
Um, all over the US, of course,
Mm-hmm.
and parts of Canada.
Mm.
My dad and I used to be big fishermen. So,
Ah, yes.
yes,
Oh,
he was a big Canadian fisherman. So,
beautiful. The time
yeah.
together, the calmness, I can see, the
Hmm.
patience,
Hmm. Yeah.
enjoyment.
That started when I was very young. I I have a lot of memories
Mm-hmm.
from my parents. It's good. A lot of memories. It's been such a learning journey. So
Yes. Yes.
very nice. Germany was a very different place, and I can see that the United States would benefit from some of the things that Germany does.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Very, again, intelligent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's amazing. So, what do you see for your future? I mean, I have a community, as I said, and of course, I have an online program that I just
Mm-hmm.
created.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it is it's about supercharging your manifesting ability.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And I wrote my first book, which was written a while back, and I was still working through some things. The book was I entitled "It Just Came to Me in a
Yeah.
Meditation." Did you see it?
No, no, no.
Oh, okay. The name of the book was "Let Go of the Shit Show."
Uh-huh.
It was, it was something that just came, and I thought, okay, this is a good thing for releasing that old generational patterning,
Mm-hmm.
the old stuff.
Yes.
So yeah, I've written, I speak, but what do you,
Nice.
I'm just curious what you see for your future.
Well, I will always be there where I can serve
Uh-huh,
the
good.
greater, serve something bigger than myself. So serve whatever I have to serve.
Yes.
Um, I'm here to create change, and also for people to know how powerful they are, no, the limitless potential. That everyone has
Yes.
such a powerful potential, such a beautiful essence in them, no? And we are capable of changing the world if we change ourselves, no? If we start with that, and if we
Be
acknowledge,
influenced.
yeah, if
Yes.
we acknowledge how powerful we are, and that everything we create, or everything that it's created around us, is really created through us,
Hmm.
no, from within. So I envision a world of co-creation, of
Hmm.
giving and receiving harmoniously, where we really can be unique, uniquely us, perfectly imperfect,
Yes.
and then
I
where
like
we,
that. I like that.
yeah,
Because you're
perfectly
perfect
imperfect.
just the way you are, and
Yes, that's so
this
nice.
is how you are built to
Mm-hmm.
influence the world. So
Yes.
self judgment, I believe, is one of the things that can really harm,
Mm-hmm.
someone.
Yes.
So it's not
Yes.
necessary.
No.
Yeah.
And I've been there. I've been
Hmm.
someone that has been very living for others,
Hmm.
much yeah, long. So I was very shy, And then also I lived for others, always for them to be happy. No, so I forgot about
Mhm.
myself. So when I moved from New York to Barcelona, I decided to love myself, no, and to get to know who I am. No, I didn't even know what I like to eat. So
Mm.
so I started loving myself, but I still didn't value myself. It's different, and
Mhm.
uh, and I learned to value myself through the projects, no, that I have created. But at the end, well, projects and partners, no, in partnership for the projects, collaborations,
Mhm.
mirroring what I was, who I was, or what I wasn't thinking, what I thought I was, no, at the end, not what I was. So I've been peeling off the
The layers.
layers throughout
Yes.
these years. You were saying about the patterns, yes, also um, understanding the many things I was doing or was were happening to me were really not mine, no, and
Mm.
I could take them off and not suffer from those because they were not mine, no patterns.
There's so much of that, Jeanette.
Mm-hmm.
I took on a lot that wasn't mine either. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
realize. I did
Yes.
not know. But
No.
being raised in a family where it was all good, but I was the oldest, so I'm taking on all this
Mm-hmm.
and supporting, everyone.
Yes.
And it took me a while to realize, wait a minute, most of these things that are on my shoulders are not mine. So,
Yes.
mhm, yeah,
Yes. Yes.
that's true. So, do you have a specific or a way that you like to bring different experiences into your life? What's your favorite? I mean, do you just allow them by being heart-centered, having an intention and letting it flow in? Or
Yes.
do you have another process?
Well, that makes me think. Before I was when I had the community, and so I was well, and that's one thing I still do. No, I challenge
Yeah.
myself. I go to the edge, and
Nice.
when I'm in the edge, I just give one more step, but through intuition. Okay, if I feel it, I do it, even
Yeah.
if it's if I'm in the edge and I'm somehow scared. I
Mm.
do it because it came as an intuition, and I know I have to go through that. No, so I expand like that. Let's say. And nowadays it's lots about well, listening, and if I have an idea or something comes in, I know it's intuition, and I respond to that, and I do it. I just act up, respond and act upon that. No, so
I think
so
that's very powerful
yeah, but
because
the yeah, sorry, but the drawback, because you were asking me before, how do you see yourself? I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. That's the drawback. And we can say it's a drawback. I'm flowing and I'm responding, and I know I will get somewhere. I know I'm here with my uniqueness or gifts that will come up, and sometimes I don't know them, no? And so I go and respond and walk the path. I look back and I will see the how, and I look back, I will see what I've created. But I really don't know where I'm going. I'm in service. So really when I say I'm in service, it's because I really
yes.
don't know where I'm going, you know?
And it's difficult to let go and
Hmm.
allow that to happen.
Yeah. But it's
But I
beautiful.
find that I've been led to some very, very beautiful things.
Yes.
Beautiful. I mean, here I am talking to you.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful things show up in your life.
Yeah. Thank
Um, and we are always being divinely guided.
you.
I really believe that. So, And the more that you have the more that your heart is pure,
Mm-hmm.
the more guidance that you'll receive. And then it's
Yeah.
incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
It's instead of using willpower and thought and having, I mean, it's good to have ideas, of
Mm-hmm.
course,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I have, these are my priorities for this week. Okay. And it's good to have those
Yeah.
priorities, but not to overwhelm yourself with anxiety and stress. Once you feel that, you're no longer right here in the moment. You're off somewhere. You're worried about something happening in the future or something not turning out right. So um, it's a balance. There's a
Mm-hmm.
balance there. There
Yes.
really is. And of course, having this human experience, uh, the balance can be tilted very quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. If we don't
But
observe, no, all the time, if we don't realize what we're thinking and where we are
right.
moving or how we
But
impact it.
don't you find though that it's as you go through your day now, you notice that things that are really beautiful,
Yes.
and that helps you to keep creating in a beautiful
Yes.
way.
Yes.
Keep creating, keep welcoming, keep allowing these beautiful things into your life. And it's very different. I understand. That's very different from what my life used to be to what it is today. Very different. But I can say that that was rewarding too, but
Mm-hmm.
it was very stressful.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, there was, conflict. There was
Yes.
conflict that showed up, right?
Yes.
Because today it's much more of a flowing, beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
natural,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
you know.
Yes. That's amazing. Yes. Yes.
So,
It's like
but
that.
I have an intention for my future,
Mm-hmm.
and who knows where it will go.
Yes.
But I look forward to it. I really do. Yeah, the
Mm.
people that are coming into my life now are amazing. So it's really great. Look at
Awesome.
that smile. Whew.
It's because your heart, it's because your energy. It's your
It's
energy.
amazing. It really is. You know, um, and I'll still find myself sometimes in an area where, ooh, this doesn't feel good. And I pick up on it real easy now. Is that true with you? You can pick up on,
Yes, yes,
something very
yes.
easy.
Yeah,
And it's like, okay,
yeah, yeah. You move, you say, okay, let's turn around slowly but surely.
back away.
No, you feel much more, yes, about also people and so what, how they affect you and if they're good for you, well, good for you. But if they, yeah, how they impact you, no? If it's good to stay around or to just move away.
Right. I I think there's all kinds of labels, all kinds of words out there,
Yeah.
empathic, or there's what do they call them all? There's a bunch of different words about
Yeah.
how you feel things or how you sense things.
The
And
sensitiveness. And
yeah, all I
yeah.
know is I can feel different things.
Yes. Yes. And it's so
So,
beautiful,
and
magical.
I don't like labels. I really
No,
don't like labels.
no.
I mean, I think we do the children um, a huge disservice by telling
Hmm.
them they have a um, what was that?
I don't know. Is this artificial intelligence, whatever it is that
Oh, really?
yeah, it's the Zoom.
That was a
Yeah,
down.
yeah, because I don't know where they came from, but it's not true.
Okay,
It's the Zoom. I don't know. Sometimes does it.
really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So anyway,
Okay.
I think labels can harm. It depends how they're used, but I think that labels can give, you know, especially the younger people who don't understand all that we understand yet.
Mm-hmm.
Labels can, make them feel bad about themselves.
Yes.
And this may be just something that they're learning through in this. Do you believe in more than one lifetime?
Yes.
Or,
Sure.
yeah. So, what I've learned from my hypnosis,
Mm-hmm.
it's the unconscious mind that carries with us. So
Mm-hmm.
this goes into the next life. And I know this because I was very connected to my mother. And she came back into the world. And I really connected with this child, right? It's one of
Yeah.
my
Wow.
niece's child. And I really connected with this child. And I'm wondering why, right?
Yes.
And somehow I got into this conversation in my head about, I wonder why I'm so connected, and all of a sudden there's my mom. Zing, she
Oh.
just
Mm-hmm.
like comes in. It's like, what are you saying, mom? Is this somebody I should know? Zing. It's
Mm-hmm.
like even stronger. And I'm like, okay, um, holy cow, is that you? Zing. I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
so that child is actually my mom reincarnated.
Yeah.
So it's she came back. It's amazing. So
It is
I mean,
very
that these kind of things are what altered my whole idea of life, of
sure.
what we're really about, why we're here, how amazing we are,
Yes.
how beautiful it can be.
Yes.
And I would like to um, see us amplify the gifts of everyone, right? And not
Yeah.
not amplify what society deems
Mm-hmm.
as an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes, yes,
You see
yes.
what I'm
I
saying?
understand you completely. It's for
Okay.
you. I was thinking now, inspiration is something,
Yeah.
and that is very important. I actually, the positive impact movement was called initially the people inspiration movement.
Nice.
No, because its inspiration was for me this empowerment. But because why? Because you and me, we see the essence of the
Mm-hmm.
people. We
Mm-hmm.
see, we feel their essence. No, we
Mm-hmm.
feel it, and we know how powerful they are, and 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 we know, want everyone to be so powerful because
Yes.
they are immensely powerful. Everyone is.
It's who they are, right?
Yes, who they are.
Yes.
So that's why I also see the world I see, no, of co-creation, love, uniqueness, because we can do it. We are,
Mm-hmm.
and and so you are living it. You are feeling. You are seeing this limitlessness, no, because
Oh,
in this
yes.
entanglement, everything
Yes.
you are living it. So it's
Entanglement is a good word.
yeah,
It's
it's
a good
everything.
word. I use that, you know, Michael, do not entangle yourself in that energy. Good.
That's
Do
what
not
I.
entangle yourself in that energy. So
Yeah, true.
that's a good reminder for me
Yeah, yeah.
because I have a desire to, um, when I see things that a disservice to someone
Yeah.
or a way of, um, I would use an example, but I don't want to go there. So when I see something that's a disservice to someone,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
like to right the wrong, create something different way to think about it,
Yes.
a way to see this where
Yes.
it's good for all, right?
Yeah.
And spread that love.
Yeah.
That's really important.
Yes. And
So,
it's what you were saying, the perception, no? That is so important to change the perception,
mhm.
open up the perception, no? Another thing that you were asking me for how I expand. I investigate and I read and investigate and
Mhm.
love to crack my mind open. Not to
Ah,
say,
good.
ooh, and this? No. And then okay, then let me investigate there. No? And let me look into it. At the end, I don't know anything. I know I don't know anything. And I love not to know anything because there's so much to,
Yes.
there's so many things. No, I don't know if, for instance, if the earth is flat or if it's round. I'm not an astronaut. I haven't been outside. I don't know. But my perception is wider now because it
Yes.
can be this and it can be this and even it can be square. I don't
Hmm.
know.
I
No?
don't know can sometimes be a very good answer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very good answer.
And it's
Hmm.
totally okay not to know.
Hmm. It is. Let's just learn.
Let's learn.
There you
Unlearn
go.
and learn.
That's
Unlearn
it.
and relearn. No?
Can I ask you one more question?
Yes, yes.
It has to do with, you know, um, because when we develop a light,
Mm-hmm,
okay, it's
mm-hmm.
a place of unconditional love. We're moving more toward unconditional love.
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
do you find that sometimes you walk into, you know, another person's space
Mm-hmm.
or, um, in a different situation, and it happens sometimes
Yeah.
that some people get triggered just being around you. Does that
Mm.
ever happen?
Yes, yes,
It's very different.
yes.
I don't mean anything, but
No.
sometimes it happens.
Yeah,
Sometimes that happens.
yeah.
So, but it's all good. If they understood, it's all good. It's good to learn. It's good to grow. It's good to evolve. It's good to see what you need to see. But some people don't want to.
No, no, no. Until they click, let's say.
Yeah.
No? But yes.
So did you do you have like a point in time when you knew that, wow, there's so much more to life? Was there one moment
Yeah,
that you can speak to that
yeah,
that really kind of made the shift
yeah.
for it?
But I wouldn't say it made the shift at that time. It made the shift some years ago, but
Okay.
I had the experience when I was 17.
Wow.
Yes. When I was 17, my father had died 1 year before, and it's when I
Mm,
acknowledged he died. It was just year after because he was traveling a lot. So I didn't want to see him dead. So I acknowledged 1 year later and I got acne and I had fever and I was very bad. And my mom brought me to take blood. So I had the needle in my arm and I look at it and I started feeling nauseous, very, very nauseous. And suddenly, I can remember very well, I felt this freedom, this unconditional love, this light, no?
mm,
And I remember saying, oh, this must be paradise. I remember saying it and feeling it. And I was there, until I felt again like nauseous and I came back.
mm,
And so I know what is, well, I think I know, but this unconditional love, this limitlessness, this everything entanglement, this light, and that's what I see in people. When I feel
mm,
when I feel
mm,
this heart, and when I feel their essence, I feel part of what I felt. But at that time, I said, I just let it go, no, and I continued my life of this serving others and not myself and all those things for many years until I wrote the the thesis for my master, and I
mm,
wrote about living from the inside out. So I
mm.
it's when I started, and I wrote about this um,
Experience.
fainting, this experience,
Yes. Hmm.
and this
Hmm.
out of body, and that's when it clicked stronger.
Mm.
I said, now I see everything that has happened until I was here, and I had it already when I was 17. But this power, this essence, I felt this essence, this limitless potential when I left New York to come to Barcelona, because I changed my life. I always say like 360 degrees. No, I left everything behind. I started over, and that was because I heard my inner voice, the wisdom,
Mm.
no,
Yes,
and I
yes.
just followed that voice, and that voice helped me throughout so many casualties, so many things, and I felt this power within, this
That inner
unconditional love
voice,
and this power.
it's beautiful. I tell many people, when you connect with and follow that inner voice, it won't lead you astray. It
No,
will
never.
lead you to beautiful
Yes,
places. So it's
yes.
hard to let go. It's the ego itself. You can call it the egoic mind, whatever you'd like to call it. The ego doesn't like to give up control, so
No.
it fights you. Yeah.
Yes,
So, but
yes,
following that beautiful inner voice takes you beautiful places, amazing.
yes,
I mean,
yes.
powerful places. And if you continue to follow it without the
Mm-hmm.
fear, mm,
Mm-hmm. When you let now, like you and me are doing, we let
yeah,
our hearts be the guide, be
mm,
the one, the guru, and not the mind. No, the mind, we observe it, we know it's there, it's thinking, but it's the heart that we feel, and from the heart we translate, no, into the mind. And we also are observers of everything that is happening in us, no?
yes. Well, we do have to have a mind to live, but
Yeah,
but
we
I
have to.
understand. I understand. Yes. Um,
Uh,
yeah, I think the first time that I ever had, well, there was that experience with my mom was like amazing. I mean, because
mm-hmm.
she actually, and this is totally out of the blue. Okay, she had just left the earth,
Yeah.
and 3 days later,
Wow.
which was really, um, it's kind of like the Bible story of Jesus. 3 days later, I'm sitting there having to do all these crazy things, sign all the
Oh
documents,
yeah.
fill out
Mm-hmm.
the forms, and decide what I'm going to do,
Mm-hmm.
and you've lost someone that's very close to you,
Yeah.
right? It's a whole
Yeah.
life. So, um, and this is many years back. So, my mom and dad both died younger. Anyway, the point of the story is when she came, this beautiful light appeared as you're
Yeah.
talking about light, only that, this was so many different colors,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
I could feel that. I mean, I just shouted out, and my friends were all here. It was broad daylight. It was the
Wow.
daytime. Okay. And my mom could see that I was sad, right? And she just came. And it's like, oh, it's my mother, and everybody's like
Yeah.
looking at me. Oh, all right, Mike's losing his mind. No, no, it was her. I could feel it first.
Yeah. 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 You feel
And
it.
I
You
heard
know it.
her say, Michael, that was my journey. I'm okay. I'm no longer in pain. She died of cancer.
Mm.
I'm no longer in pain. I'm fine. you know, and she just stopped, and I can't remember exactly the words.
Yeah.
Okay, just
Yeah.
stopped, and she was like looking for a response, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And just amazing. And I didn't say a word. And she said, now I want you to live your life. Okay. I had done a lot with
Yeah.
her,
Yeah.
all these different procedures and things that she went
Mm.
through.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, now it's go live your life. I want you to live your life now. Go enjoy the journey. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm no longer in pain. And, I was totally shocked. And then it just faded away. And it was this beautiful, amazing light.
Oh,
Amazing.
incredible.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that was a big aha for me. It's like,
Yeah.
wow. So, we definitely don't die when we leave
Mm.
here.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
but I had other ones too. I mean, way back when I was starting as an aircraft mechanic, I realized, I mean, I learned a lot about engineering, right?
Yes.
And I realized that we would heat treat metal, you know, like the big sheets of metal that go on a huge aircraft.
Yes.
We'd heat treat them to align all the molecules. So the metal would bend and flax instead of cracking, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So so I started to realize, wow, we're playing with energy. And
Yes.
electricity was nothing but energy. It's nothing but
Yes.
movements of electrons. And
Yes.
I mean, so everything is energy. And
Yes.
that started, I mean, it my whole life has been like this. It's like
Mm.
one thing opens the mind to another thing,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes.
So
And it's beautiful when you're open to that, no?
yeah.
And you're open
So
because.
I've been amazed, I've been blessed.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was younger, I asked for this. I said, please send me my next teacher, please, God, please send me my next teacher. Send me my
Mm.
next, what do I need to know?
Yeah.
So I've been very open to that, very
Yeah.
curious. So
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Really, dude,
I love it.
I'm getting chills just talking about it. So, does that happen for you?
I'm very grateful for everything, and I'm open to everything, and I
Yeah.
just learned so much in the last years.
Good,
Really, really
good.
things I wouldn't have known, or and things I mean, yes, and the information comes, and I just feel it, and I have had experiences of knowingness, no, of hearing um truth, let's say, no, and you can explain it to anyone and say, But I know it's true. I know it's true."
You
How do
feel
you
it.
know?
You
Well,
feel the
yeah, you
truth,
feel
right?
it,
You
and it
can
comes.
feel what's
Yeah,
true.
yes,
Go ahead.
yes,
Mhm.
and I absolutely love it, and I'm very thankful and grateful.
That's a good thing. That's a
Yes,
very good thing. Great
yes.
gratitude. I sometimes do a rampage of appreciation.
Yes, every
You
day.
just go one thing to the next. I
Yeah,
mean, sometimes you're driving in traffic and, you know, people are like, okay, traffic can be, I mean, it's a challenge for me
yeah,
sometimes. I mean, I like to drive
yeah,
and
me
get where I'm
too.
going, right? But some people,
Yes,
anyway, so
I
it's a little bit of a
understand.
challenge. So when I feel myself going down some bad road, I'm like, okay, wow, I really appreciate that, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, bringing us back in, no?
Right,
To the
right, right,
outside.
right. It's
Yes,
good. It's very
yes,
good.
yes.
Very good.
So, Michael,
Wow.
I can continue talking with you much more. You know that.
Well, we'll do it again another time.
Yes, yes, and I
It's
really,
fun. It's
really,
very
yes,
fun. I
and
appreciate you reaching out. I could tell by the way you wrote.
yeah,
This is good.
okay,
This
my
is
heart
good.
vibrates. Thank
This is a good lady. Yeah,
thank you,
absolutely. Yeah.
thank you, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah,
Thanks for being here, and we will have another one for sure, and we will meet each other for sure. For you will explain me more of what you do,
absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, and we keep in touch.
And I'd love to hear from you too.
Yes,
Absolutely. That's great.
thank you,
Yep.
thank you,
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
thank you. Love you.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.